Grenade attack at Hari Singh High Street in Srinagar. 10 civilians injured in this grenade attack. Sohail is joining us live with more inputs on this. Sohail, tell us what's happening on ground. This looks like an attack that has hurt multiple civilians there on High Street in Srinagar. Over to you for the details at the moment.
Well, Afrida, in this grenade attack at Hari Singh High Street in Srinagar, which is just few meters away from Lal Chowk, 10 civilians have received injuries who have been shifted to SHMS Hospital again in Srinagar for the advanced treatment. But let me take you to this site. This is basically the place where the grenade has actually dropped. It exploded here and in fact it caused splinter injuries to the civilians. Hari Singh High Street is basically a commercial hub where people from different parts of Kashmir Valley come for shopping, and in fact there was deployment of the SSB personnel here. You can see this is the truck of the SSB personnel, and this was the target, but it missed it. In fact, there's no injury, fortunately, to any SSB personnel. But civilians who were here for shopping, they received injuries and have been shifted to hospital. And there's damage to the cars here as well. There's an auto rickshaw that also got damaged because of the grenade that was lobbed by the militants at Hari Singh High Street. And there's always deployment of SSB personnel for law and order. So to that, basically to attack them, this grenade was lobbed. It missed the target, but 10 civilians are injured who have been rushed to the hospital. This whole area has been cordoned off by the Special Operation Group of Jammu and Kashmir Police as well as CRPF personnel. But there is rise in grenade lobbing incidents as we are, moving towards Independence Day. There is rise in grenade throwing incidents that are taking place in Srinagar and other parts of Kashmir Valley. So it shows that there is presence of militants, and in fact, despite the fact the security has been beefed up, but somewhere there is basically, there's a corner, there's a space as a result of which these incidents are taking place. And this incident has taken place in the heart of the city, as I already mentioned, just few meters away from Lal Chowk, and it's always there's deployment of SSB personnel as well as CRPF personnel for law and order. Back to you.
Yes, and this is very worrisome. You are telling us this is heart of the city in Srinagar. Civilians are injured, and this is happening ahead of the Independence Day. Multiple factors then will have to be looked into, and this is also coming close on the heels of what happened with drones dropping bombs in the Ludhiana border in Punjab. And like you rightly pointed out, Sohail, there must be high alert now after this incident, because this is happening in the run-up to the Independence Day celebrations. What do you see in terms of action being taken? Is security being beefed up?
Well, definitely, that's what I was saying, that security has been beefed up. In fact, the top officers of the Jammu and Kashmir Police, of CRPF as well as SSB, they all are reviewing the security, because recently we have seen there have been incidents of drones spotted in Jammu region. But in Kashmir Valley, which has always been a militancy hotbed, in this place where there was every now and then security is being reviewed, and in the civilian area, this grenade has been lobbed, as a result of which 10 civilians who have been hospitalized for advanced treatment. And this area has always deployment of the security forces, because it's jam-packed with people. The people come from different parts of Kashmir Valley, from South Kashmir to North Kashmir. You can see people from these areas here. They come here for shopping, and there are hundreds and thousands of people every day in this Hari Singh High Street, which is actually the commercial hub of Kashmir. And in this area, this incident has taken place.
Yes, we can already see there is a buzz behind you. There are a lot of people milling around in this busy street. A grenade has been lobbed. Suddenly, this raises questions on the security over there in the heart of the city. Thanks for joining us, Sohail, with the latest inputs.